I believe this year is the weakest Heisman class we've seen in recent years. It's just, it's bad, people. It's bad. Louisville quarterback Lamar Jackson, Oklahoma quarterback Baker Mayfield, wide receiver Dede Westbrook. I'm glad he made it. Michigan linebacker / safety, hybrid defensive player Jabril Peppers. Clemson quarterback Deshaun Watson, all announced as the 5 Heisman Trophy finalists for the 2016 year. They will be in the ceremony in New York on Saturday night, December 12th. Now, let's just start off with this little promo here, this little intro. After 2 running backs and one quarterback were invited a year ago, it's kind of, it's spread out now. We got a receiver in there. We have a defensive player in there. And then we still have 3 quarterbacks in there. Right? And it's likely it's a quarterback that's going to win this award, which would be the 5th time in the past 6 years. Now, Jackson has been long favored as the Heisman Trophy winner, right? I mean, I made a video back in week 8, 9, 10, somewhere around there. I don't know. You can watch it somewhere. That basically said we need to give him the award, right? Because he was just dominating. Louisville was on a roll, and he was just racking up touchdowns. It was right after his 7-touchdown game performance, which he's had, 3 this year? He's just been dominating. But now the last 2 games of losses by Louisville, just really bad games, they've kind of hurt his image, right? One of those games he actually played really well in. It wasn't the Houston game, it was the other game. Played really well in. But those losses and the late season collapse and how they happen and the fashion they happen, it hurts the image of Lamar Jackson. And it's kind of, I don't want to say just ruined, but it takes away from the great season he's had. It's tough to say that. It's probably bad to say that, but it really views like it has. Now, my biggest problem with him, my reason for calling this the weakest Heisman class, is that there are 2 players who had dominating performances that were more deserving of this award than 2 other players on here. My problem is Texas running back Deonte Foreman and USC cornerback Adoree Jackson should have been invited over, wait for it, Jabril Peppers, of course, and Deshaun Watson. Now, whoa, hold up. I know. I'm already going to piss people off with this video. I really don't care. Now, my preseason pick was Deshaun Watson winning it all. Because last year, I believe he deserved to win it. Derrick Henry, I think we can all agree, if there's one thing we agree on here, is that Derrick Henry didn't deserve to win the Heisman last year. If any running back deserved it last year, it was Christian McCaffrey. No problem there. Just because Henry broke an SEC record and it's all SEC, Alabama, blah, 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 they get enough fame and attention. Derrick Henry, good running back, definitely deserved a running back award. Heisman, best overall player, Christian McCaffrey or Deshaun Watson, much more deserved it, much more than Henry. That's last year. We're talking about this year. Running backs, Deonte Foreman, over 2,000 yards. Yes, I get what we were just talking about, hurting image by losses with Lamar Jackson. So what about Texas? They go 5-7. He is the only reason Texas had any success on offense. Any success because of Deonte Foreman and what he did. Now, if you want to go by stats, if you're a stats lover, then Deonte Foreman definitely deserved to be in. And my biggest problem with this is that we have 3 quarterbacks, and obviously only one person can win this, but if there's any quarterback that's going to win it, it's Lamar Jackson just because of all the stats. I don't care if you want to call him just a running quarterback or whatever, passing-wise, everything overall. If a quarterback's going to win this award, it's Lamar Jackson. So why have 3 quarterbacks? Where's the diversity? Where is recognizing not just quarterbacks? Where's the other players that actually did amazing things and can be labeled as the most valuable player, the best player in college football? Where is that? Where's the diversity here? So I believe Deonte Foreman was the best running back in college football, and I know my coaches at San Marcos, they're laughing because basically the whole year I didn't think he deserved it, right? And most of it was giving them a hard time. But there's also that San Diego State running back who ended up, breaking the NCAA record, or is about to, with the bowl game. And I was like, well, maybe him, just because of his, historical success, blah, blah, blah. Deonte Foreman, just watching him, for stats lovers, he deserves it. For actual people who watch film, Deonte Foreman deserves to be in the ceremony at the very least, if not some serious consideration for winning the Heisman. Look at what he's done this year. Not many running backs have. He is another one. Adoree Jackson should have been in. This is clear cut. I know I'm wearing Cali, so it looks biased. I promise you I'm not. If there's a defensive player to win the Heisman, it's Adoree Jackson. Not Jabril Peppers. I get Jabril Peppers had all the Heisman hype the past 2 years. He's had the most talked about since his high school recruiting. I still remember watching National Signing Day with him, and him picking Michigan. I get it, and it's not taking anything away from Jabril Peppers. I'm not saying he's a bad player. He's still going to be a top 5, top 10 NFL draft pick. But if you look at the players who play defense, and if you want to throw some offensive special teams in it, no other player was more deserving of being invited to the ceremony and or serious consideration of winning the Heisman Trophy than Adoree Jackson from USC. Debate me all you want. You're not going to win. It's not because I'm right, you're wrong. No. Adoree Jackson deserves it more than Jabril Peppers this season. The stats are right there in front of you. If everything, we're looking at everything here, because if we were looking just at quarterback, and we were saying, okay, the best quarterback by passing yards and passer efficiency, well, Baker Mayfield wins it. And I don't think a lot of us think Baker Mayfield's actually going to win it. So there's that. Those two players deserved it more to be in that ceremony and potentially have serious consideration of winning it than Deshaun Watson and Jabril Peppers. And I almost switched Watson with Mayfield, but when you look at Mayfield and all he's done, it's kind of hard to leave him out. It really is. So there's that. There is that. So what else do we have here? Westbrook, I'm glad he's on it. He's my favorite wide receiver. He's been my favorite wide receiver. This guy's has broken so many records at both Oklahoma and in the nation. This guy, what I said last week, had more 40-plus yard touchdowns than 8 other entire college football teams in the country. He had more, I think it was 11 receiving touchdowns of 40-plus yards, and he had more than 8 other college football teams combined. Or not combined, but total. That's crazy. So Dede Westbrook, I'm happy he's in there, and he should have serious consideration, because I'm just going to throw it out there. This is my Heisman vote. I don't have one, but this is mine. I'm putting it out there for everybody listening. In order of the top 5, number 1, we'll go 5 up. Number 5, Oklahoma quarterback, Baker Mayfield. Right? I think we can all get 5th place. 4th place, USC cornerback, Adoree Jackson. Everything he's done, special teams, offense, and defense, making plays, making a difference on the defensive field, Adoree Jackson. Number 3, Louisville quarterback, Lamar Jackson. Oh, now we're all thinking, all right, there's someone new here. Number 2, Texas running back Deonte Foreman, most dominant offensive player, running back-wise, in the country, helped single-handedly kept an offense going and scoring points in a new offensive system and made plays, continue to break tackles. And if you watch him and you compare him to some of the other great running backs, there's so many similarities. So many. And I think Deonte Foreman is going to be a good name for Sundays. Finally, number 1, I think you already know who it is now, Oklahoma wide receiver Dede Westbrook. Most electrifying offensive player in the country. All the stats that he had, everything he made, the difference he made on that offensive field for Oklahoma, and the change of offense that they wouldn't have if they didn't have him. Westbrook is my Heisman winner. Wide receiver, I know that we haven't said wide receiver Heisman for a while. It's been quarterback, running back, quarterback, running back, whatever. Westbrook is my pick. I know people are going to have disagreements. Fight me, mate. Fight me. I don't care. Westbrook is my winner, then Foreman, then Jackson, Lamar, and then Adoree, and in Baker Mayfield. That's my pick. Let me know in the comment section down below who is your Heisman winner. Do you agree that this is kind of the weakest class? It really is. And who's your winner, of course? Tweet me at Short Sports Show. Become a fan on Facebook, The Short Sports Show. And subscribe here on beautiful YouTube channel. And we get to 1,500 subscribers by the end of the year. I believe it. You believe it too. I'll see you guys then.